Alright guys, I'm at the Pine Creek Gorge Rail Trail. I've got my folding bike with me and we're going to go for a ride here. The Pine Creek Rail Trail is a 62-mile long trail in Pennsylvania, and it runs through the Grand Canyon of Pennsylvania. So this path was first used by Native American tribes for thousands of years as a traveling and a hunting route. In the mid-1800s, the Pine Creek Railroad was established. They transported lumber, iron, and coal. But then the railroad started to face financial difficulties. After the last train ran in the late 1980s, the abandoned railroad corridor was converted into the Pine Creek Rail Trail, and the trail opened in 1999. I just love riding a rail trail, and I love a bike trail because I just don't enjoy riding with traffic. I don't enjoy competing with cars. This is just like so peaceful. So when I was looking at what section of the rail trail I wanted to bike, I know that there's the section kind of in the middle between the two state parks. And they said that this is kind of like the most pristine section. You don't have to have like road crossings and things like that. So that was kind of my plan of why I chose this section. So I pretty much have the rail trail all to myself. I haven't seen another single person. There was a few people walking, but nobody else biking. So it looks like the one section is for the wagon. They do like horse-drawn wagon rides, and you can see horse poop or horseback riders. And then this upper section is so nice and smooth with the tiny gravel. Easy to bike ride. I think the thing I love most about this bike is that it's super lightweight, it's super compact. So as a short person, when I get on this, I don't feel like it's too tall for me or like I'm gonna fall. And yet I can extend the seat to a height where it's natural to get the best, I don't know, the best height for me to not have like my legs be scrunched up and things like that. But it's kind of like a testament to how easy this bike is to ride. I'm riding it right now in hiking boots and I'm not having any trouble. So that's kind of your view. The former railway line goes along the creek here. So these people over here have a pretty amazing setup. There's a private suspension bridge that goes over to these little cabins over there. It looks amazing. But look at this gorgeous view of the creek. So beautiful. Here's my bike. I just stepped off it for a minute. So this is my folding bike I've got with me today. So when I first got my folding bike, one of the places that immediately popped in my head that if I had a folding bike I would want to ride would be this Pine Creek Rail Trail. So I'm finally here. It's autumn. It's a perfect time to bike ride. It's a weekday. The trail's basically empty. I have it pretty much all to myself. And look at this gorgeous water view behind me. So having the folding bike, I went from hiking at the state park to pulling into the access point for this trail, setting up the bike in like 2 minutes, and I'm on the trail riding. So if you want to see more about my Zizzo Campo Folding bike, I've got a video on that I'll put in the description. And then I also have an affiliate link if you're interested in getting one for yourself. You know, like any folding gear, you're going to sacrifice some things. This isn't going to be the best bike you've ever ridden, but it's going to be a bike that you can throw in your trunk and bring anywhere without the bike rack. So there's just rock faces everywhere. I guess where they cut for the rail line, you can see little drips of water dropping down the rocks. And then if you look way, way up there, Got these like rock outcroppings at the very top. Okay, so riding this rail trail should definitely be on your bucket list. It's beautiful here. A weekday during autumn is a fantastic time to come. There's just so many beautiful sights and sounds. The sounds of the creek, you're so close to it. So let me just give you a little bit of encouragement. If you had asked me probably 15 years ago, or when my kids were little, about 15 years ago, hey, you should go on a solo trip by yourself to go hiking. I could have never even comprehended that my life would allow me to do this. But now that my son's 15, my daughter's at college, gives me a lot more freedom. So you just never know when you're living those hectic, like younger child years. It can be so hard to think beyond that, but kids grow up and I miss them. I miss them being little, but there's a lot I love about them being older. And one of the things is having more time to do the things that I'm really passionate about. Sometimes I go and hike places and it feels like maybe a little bit creepy or eerie, like it's very isolated. I don't feel that way here. I've seen a lot of people, not where things are like super crowded, but where I've met and talked to a lot of nice people along the way, and like there's self-service in a lot of these places. So it's been a really nice place to explore. Okay, so we're coming up on one of those wagon rides. It looks so cool. Hi. Hi. So this is the site of the CCC. This was the Darling Run Camp, and that went from 1935 to 1941. The men planted trees, fought forest fires, built parks, miles of roads and trails, construction of the bridge over Pine Creek. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching, and stay tuned for more of my Pennsylvania adventures. If you like what I do on this channel and you like watching, be sure you subscribe. Be sure to tell your friends. If you want, you can support me as a channel member. That's $1.99 a month, and probably 2 to 3 times a month I put out special members only bonus content. This is like my little way to thank you for being a channel member. And then I will also shout you out. If you have a YouTube channel, I'll shout your name, your channel name out, or just your name at the end of every single video. So thanks very much, guys.